Good evening. Thank you very much for watching the Uganda Catholic Television. It's a Tuesday, the 4th day of March 2025. I am Sunday Gloria Aboch with Uctv News. Now, the East African Community member states have failed to reach a consensus on the location of the regional central bank, causing delays in the implementation of a common currency and regional economic integration, according to Uganda's Minister for East African Affairs, Rebecca Kadaga, who also serves as the first Deputy Prime Minister. The deadlock stems from what she describes as an unfair advantage given to Tanzania, which has been proposed to host the central bank despite already housing 3 major EAC institutions, including the headquarters.
I'm one of those who is very, very keen on the issue of the common currency. You recall when I was first appointed, the first thing I did was to secure land for the East African Central Bank. Here, I got land 3 acres from the police. We also got the old Greenless Bank to work as the headquarters in case we had the bank. But unfortunately, when the advert was put out for which country to host this bank, almost all the countries applied. I think Rwanda withdrew, but Uganda wants the bank, Kenya wants the bank, Burundi wants the bank, and Tanzania wants the bank. So when we evaluated, somehow a report came out that Tanzania does not have enough facilities, they don't have enough community facilities. So they were going to give them the bank. So we said no. You have the headquarters, you have the court, you have the Yala. You cannot say that you don't have enough. So you cannot take the bank. So we got a stalemate, and that's where we were still battling over that. Me, I'm ready with my land, I'm ready with the Greenless Bank, I'm ready with the house for the CEO in case we get it. Kenya is also ready, Burundi is also ready. So we are still battling over that. But I really I'm concerned about the suffering of our people on the common currency. In fact, I had told our people that if necessary, let us issue one currency to run alongside our national currencies, as the EU did. So when everybody comes on board, we can go together. But you know, the Bank of Uganda, or the central banks of the EAC, want a convergence criteria for all the countries. But how can we have a convergence criteria with the Kenya, which is now a middle developed country, with South Sudan? Same criteria with Uganda in order to qualify. So I've told them, can we also go with the coalition of the willing? So that we start, we issue a currency, we run 2 currencies, the EAC currency and the national currency, until such time as we can get that. So it's really a question of negotiation. For me, that would be my proposal.
Makerere University is set to expand its student work scheme to accommodate more students, aiming to reduce dropout rates caused by financial constraints. The initiative allows students to access part-time employment to help cover tuition estimated at 1 million Uganda shillings, while also gaining work experience for future employment opportunities. Speaking to press, Makerere University Vice Chancellor Professor Barnabas Nawango revealed that 66 students have so far been recruited as hall attendants and office assistants, performing duties such as cleaning and administrative support with flexible schedules that do not interfere with their studies.
Every year, over 1,000 students drop out of the university due to failure to raise tuition. The University Council has negotiated various work schemes to support such students. Well, not work, but scholarship schemes. You are aware that we have several scholarship schemes here, and these include MasterCard, the MasterCard scholarship scheme, the female scholarship scheme, which is a council scheme, the Chinese ambassador scholarships, the Chamber of Commerce of the Hunan province. This is Hunan province of China. They have a scholarship scheme here. The Welcome Trust scholarship scheme. We get support from NORAD, particularly for graduate students, as well as the University Graduate Fellowship Scheme, which waives tuition for students who engage in teaching. The university has its own schemes. Apart from the female scholarship scheme, they support students, graduate students, by waiving their fees, those who want to study masters and the PhD, but those ones have to be members of staff, of course. It also has a staff development scheme where we pay for members of staff to go and study at other universities around the world. So on top of that, the graduate fellowship scheme also waives fees for graduate students who are interested in supporting teaching and counseling of students. But despite all these interventions, we still continue to see students dropping out of university. This is why the Council has now established the Student Work Scheme, through which students can raise fees and maybe other requirements. Through the work scheme, students access part-time employment to help them meet their financial needs and also to get work experience, which they will use in search for gainful employment after their studies. So far under this scheme, 56 students were recruited as hall attendants and office attendants. Their roles including cleaning and assisting in administrative duties. Another 10 were attached to private company as sales representatives. Students work part-time with flexible hours that do not conflict with their academic commitments. And of course, this is a requirement for those who apply. First of all, they must be in good academic standing, and the work must not jeopardize their studies. They receive a modest salary. Well, this is not really modest. They are being paid 1.2 million per month. This is the salary of an assistant commissioner at a ministry. And it is 40 times my salary when I first joined the university. Okay. Because when I joined the university, I was being paid 3,000 shillings. So this is paid to them as a compensation for their services, helping them meet their financial needs. Mr. President, I think with the 2-month salary, a student can pay their fees and even keep some money. Yes. Okay. The successful recruitment of 66 students under the scheme is just the beginning. We plan to expand the program to more than 100 students and include more diverse roles across different departments. Of course, if the funds can allow, we should be able to recruit even 200 students because, as I've told you, every year 1,000 drop out. The fourth issue that we want to address you on is the guild elections. Makerere University is set to hold elections for a new Students' Guild Council on 12th March. These elections provide an important platform for students to exercise their democratic rights and actively participate in shaping the leadership that will represent their interests. The university administration encourages all students to fully participate in the electoral process, ensuring that their voices are heard and their concerns are represented in the governance of the institution. As management and the council, of course, we want to extend our appreciation to the outgoing guild president, His Excellency Vincent Lubegansamba, and his leadership team for their dedicated service and contributions to the student community. Under his leadership, the Guild Council has advocated for student welfare, promoted peaceful dialogue, enhanced student engagement, and strengthened student governance. I've been seeing people writing on the social media saying Nawangwe has stifled the debate at the university. Actually, debate has now been revived for the first time because the guild now organizes what they call the guild dialogues to intellectually debate issues. And they have already held several debates, including one on corruption, which attracted a lot of interest, and it showed how much the students are concerned about the ills that afflict our country, particularly corruption. and they, of course, debated with the people who are leading the anti-corruption crusades in the government and also other stakeholders. So it is not true that the debate has been stifled. It might be true that hooliganism has been stifled, but debate has not been stifled. It has been encouraged.
World Vision Uganda has launched a 4-year sexual reproductive health and rights project in Pakwach district to enhance community well-being, particularly among women and children. Speaking at the project launch at Pakwach district headquarters, Herbert Mugumye, team leader at World Vision Uganda, emphasized the organization's commitment to addressing key challenges such as health and nutrition, education, child protection, and livelihood resilience. The initiative aims to empower communities through improved access to reproductive health services, ensuring better health outcomes and stronger community support systems.
World Vision has today, 4th March 2025, launched a 4-year sexual reproductive health and rights project in Pakwach district. During the launch of the project at Pakwach district headquarters, Herbert Mugumye, team leader World Vision Uganda, said they have been working to address various challenges including health and nutrition, education, child protection, and livelihood resilience. He added that the project focuses on empowering communities, especially women and children, to improve their overall well-being.
6 districts watch and to improve the sexual reproductive health of young girls and women within this region. The most important thing is that we want to ensure that children do not end up in early marriages. Children should stay in school. Children and young women should be protected from sexual gender-based violence, but also that all people in this area are in position to avoid HIV and AIDS. So overall, then we shall be seeing improved maternal health, child health, and the health of all the people in this region. Therefore, we are so happy to come and work in partnership with local governments at the district level, at lower local government levels, at community level, at health facilities, school level, and with all the people who like development to ensure that the project goals are achieved.
Moses Arake Dalele, Chief Administrative Officer, Pakwach District, hopes that the initiative will often include training, capacity building, and advocacy to promote positive change in the district.
Pakwach District opens gateways for partners to come and collaborate in the development of the district. Specifically today we had an inception meeting with the consortium partners led by World Vision. World Vision has been operating in refugee hosting districts in Western and other parts of the country. Specifically on this one, it's a project called Protect, relating to sexual reproductive health of young people, where we'll be targeting how we support the girl child in avoiding teenage pregnancies, we support the girl child in avoiding child marriages, but also concerns of HIV/AIDS are part of this. Pakwach district has high HIV/AIDS prevalence rates, and the youth a vulnerable group in that area.
Hamid Hassan, County Kadhi Jonam Upper County, and one of the stakeholders who attended the launch, urged World Vision Uganda to make proper implementation of the project to help the affected communities.
I really thank them for the kind of heart that they came with here in Pakwach, so that in the future, as talked of 4 years, so that 4 years, if they can implement whatever the training we have come through, if we put in active in a real sense, we give much more the people here are all in Pakwach.
Philip Odroma, Assistant DHO Pakwach District, hopes that the project will improve sexual reproductive health and social well-being of adolescents, young people and women in 6 districts of West Nile region.
And we have all the DHTs, they were trained and they are supporting us a lot in that area. I want to appreciate you for coming to support us in those different areas. I want to appreciate you for especially in family planning, sexual reproductive rights, teenage pregnancy.
Reports from Pakwach District Health Department indicate that many young girls have dropped out of schools due to lack of health education given to them during their adolescence cycle.
And away from that, we'll look at what is happening in our segment Today in History. And that's all time we had for you this Tuesday of the 4th day of March 2025. I am Sunday Gloria Aboch. Good evening and good night.